Yes, we'll pay this forward now with some forward progressive spit. Maybe we just get an anti-soul. So, we want to just bring the pole, this bowl. Maybe to just pull or divulge some more for yo, this refuge from soul. Because then the refuge is home. Maybe a hole in the soul, bro. Until the decimal, bro. I mean the decimal point. Whatever expressions you want to get with them digits, because then I could just learn what I have with them digits in hand. Hopefully this will break the bowl that spun above your dome, because then that would have been what I was looking for all along. Maybe the full foliage would start to just blend and become one. Maybe DNA strips resemble wind, start to win with anything I said, because this miraculous is like a prince would have said when I put my imprint on this bitch. Maybe in prison and pinned up behind some of the bars was y'all, because you don't have the straw from heart, because you were the cloth, the stuff with straw, some Wizard of Oz. So won't I just light you up? It could have been bloody raw, because then in a bloody robe I start to go with my should I with the chosen ruins of thick, because then you was a fair with the mid, because then I meant when I said some real thick that would just change position when the spring would hit, because then I did what I wanted to all of along, bitch, all on the long. We start to wait for the flow with the tongue to cause the insect won't, because then the warm is weather would hit. When I start to reinvent the wheel and when it spins, because then the clock's mechanism hit and a little cuckoo flew out from his nest he was in. Boom. Right, son.
Holy osmosis flow, for Yah was just some slow thing parted from.
Scribe me rhyme. Then the delicate could have been found in words I said. It's just a full satin bits, because it's just a full satin rings when they spit. See, the planet didn't move its position at all. Maybe what Shaw was the counting, or maybe the book they left out, and that's how they planned it, because my words sound haunted. Just look at me thoughts. I'll probably bark the skin on me skull, because then y'all could have go miss the boats with your fingers that resemble the pyramids tall. Not the mid-waist, because then you will get all inlaid with some of this trawl type shit. When it's lit, it's just the motherboard, and those are the ships that's released from the side of it. That's the steam from the teapot, I guess. Because then the passes would have got for the guests who would come, because when he does, it's half of the prophecy fulfilled with each one of my freaking talks. That's a whole bunch of them lassoed for ropes, a whole bunch of them necks of them cubs who hasn't gotten big as they moms, because if they did, they go back in the barn. I thought them doors had been locked and nailed up, so you couldn't get back if you had a map. The door would have helped, because then I could have went to haul them back with one of my flaws. But that was a flaw on that part, because that's not what we're going for. We're just trying to skip this rock across the pond. See, that was Britain to get some more of this spit, because when I release from my list, it's the press release and the bitch. Because then the kid could have sold the whole stick and made a whole bunch of nickels for the pocket and pants. There's a whole bunch of bowls to fold in this bowl. I didn't call my shop. I could have called it afterward, because then the triangle spins. Let's triangle head back at it again when his foot would ever touch the well.
Pour the flow now.
wanna guard us up? Whole Galatians wash. It's just a star again in the cosmos, dog. And what do you wanna call when the phone won't ever ring? That's when I start to bring my everything for thee. That's when the rainbow gets missed. You got the message, yeah. You got the memo there.
Me adorable, spit on this one.
No, it's time to concubine my rhyme, because then you could have got a piece of message from, because then that would have been the font you want. You fond of, like it was what was following mom along. Maybe some of these roads was some more of this road with the pillars were foam that I throw insides of me told me. Then you would have gone inside of a straw this malt that would mold if it's left out in the sun. The waitress that comment, she's hard because you comment on board. And that's the comment that struck, the creator some of your heart, the created glittery one from the glittery knot. That's a whole bunch of throws of this throwing stuff. When it starts to bless, because then I start to bless when I start to talk, because then that blood would start to rust that y'all would got. Hit the puppet chest, because then I get so everest when I just want to plant this flag like it's a stiff, like I'm Moses back to do my best, so at least try, because if I did, be all pissed. I get a gauze and then washed with this gauze that was a poltergeist that flow like a waterfall from the top, because then the fluid to get inside of the junction when I spit, because then you would get back all of your junk that you get. God. Dag nabbit.
When we spit our rhyme now, that's right.
So they know they stand real close. It was a soldier with flows that I sold around with a gun that I found. Maybe to offend, or maybe fright, or maybe town was all excited when my mind would start to spark. A bunch of them wires would just glow. Amber type. Then I could have the appetite to get into these words that I filed down. Like a whole bunch of them jagged stuff. Get y'all stuck in ribs and stuff. Get you stuck like Dracula's front yard. These are the offensive type. Form offenses pick it best, because then I could pick and miss the ones that I put into position next. Whole bunch of pump what you got to make you stop, and the things that would spawn, because that was the plot all along. That was the plot as it got more thick, like it's some sauce for the gravy for the mash. Then this is a mash type. Strike the match for matches type, because then I can see my match is bright. My mantle's lit with 1,000 candles, bitch. Can you handle them? Was a bunch of wicks and a bunch of dents, because then I sing the enchanted type, the type that y'all just gather around and say what's on your mind, because if you don't, y'all were just boggled up like a bottle with a little ship inside. Boom. TWA. Fucking yeah. Why, thank you, sir. What do you think, Kitty?
I rather like it.
TWA, son.